Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So tonight, a very special beer. This is Goose Island's Bourbon County 2020. And it says on the internet, I don't know a lot about this beer myself. And it says here, Bourbon County 2020. Back in 1992, Chicagoans were the first drinkers to give a dark, viscous Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels a try. That beer, of course, is Bourbon County Stout. Released in small batches each year, Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout is now consistently rated one of the best beers in the world. We can't think of another annual beer release that generates quite as much excitement around the world as this one does. So that says something about the beer. Good evening. And good evening to everyone who's already been in. This year's Bourbon County Stout is aged in a mix of bourbon barrels from a variety of whiskey distilleries. Good evening, Phil, as well. And Thomas, Kevin, Thomas. Barrel aged for a year to develop the complexity that only time can provide. Bourbon County Stout, good evening, Liam Mater, boasts a unique blend of flavors such as fudge, vanilla, and caramel, topped off with a rich, complex mouthfeel. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get on with the beer. Thank you, and good evening, Craig H. So, I've just put the pop-up chat where I can see it, because you know on that little screen it's really dinkum, and when you've had a beer, it gets even worse. Good evening, Slurpee, and good evening, Sam, and Super Fat Bass. Good evening as well. Hopefully. So, I've got a glass. I'll read on the back in case there's anything that doesn't say anything. So, drink by 3rd of August 2025. I think at this, you could, got me nice tea. I've been out shopping. With this, you could age this for 10 years or more. Not that you'd want to, obviously. You'd want to drink the bugger. 14.6% alcohol. This was kindly gifted to me by Craig, Kent Beer Reviews. Original bourbon barrel aged stout. And yeah, volume 1 pint. 1 pint. Jesus. Intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Well, let's not wait. And let's crack it open. So, there we go. Whoa, dear oh dear, that is boozy. So, I'll save the rest because I'm going to let the wife try this. I think it's worth her trying some. Save me. Yeah, I know. That's what. Good evening, Brett. So, very black pour there. Mid-tan head. Can't see carbonation. Well, obviously not, are you? But 14.6%. You really can smell the bourbon. Oh. Now, like everything, good evening. Like all these big beers, you've got to let the air get to it. It's, you know, all these Imperial Stouts need air to warming up in the glass, like you would with a brandy. You get brandy in the glass and you warm it up with your hands. Get that room temperature thing going. You know, I'm not waiting. I've got to dive in. And thankfully, I've had some dinner tonight, so hopefully I won't get too steaming. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'll get the bollocking off the wife. I don't know, Slurpee. I didn't buy it. Craig, Kent Beer Reviews, sent it, gave it me. No, he didn't say where he got it from. No, no. I was kind of hoping he might be in tonight too, because he'll know a hell of a lot more about it than I certainly will. Ooh, that's nice, that is. So, certainly bourbon straight away. Wow. That 20 quid from Beer Hawk every November, right? Yeah. Good evening, Darren. How's it going, mate? Whoa, this is a complex little beast, isn't it? That 14.6%. Why? Who's boxing? Out of curiosity. So this is one of those beers that if you're normal, if you're used to drinking Imperial Stouts, it might not hit you too hard. But I'm telling you now, I can feel it straight away. Best beer I've had or what? I'm not sure. I need to get a good way through it just to see. Raggy's Golden Ale. That's a good beer. It is a nice beer. Oh, Joshua is on, is it? Ah, beer mat. Good to see you've gone with beer mats, Liam. How have you got it connected to your pump? Out of curiosity. Anthony Joshua tonight. Who's he up against? Is it Usyk or whatever his name is? I think Raggy's Golden Ale in a month or two is going to be very similar to how it tastes on Cat. Which is, I mean, I like the spiciness, but the cast version is, you know, is very decent. Oh, right, that vanilla's starting to burst through now. All in one system, rightio. Ooh, not too hard to set up then, and not too pricey. I don't want something where you've got to start messing about with gas or anything. I just want something where you can pump the beer through, and then obviously run something to clean the pipes. Big bourbon, vanilla, hints of whiskey coming through. Yeah, if you haven't bottled it up, Darren, you'd be able to put the powder on now. Just leave it for a few days. Connect it to your barrels. Oh, like my oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, Forest. I mean, at least they didn't lose. Millwall are a bogey team, Forest, and a dirty team for that. There's no Millwall fans in, but yeah, your team's dirty. Always was, always will be. But yeah, a draw. We can build on that. I'm hoping the new Forest managers, from what it sounds like, what he did with Swansea, what he did with the England under-17 team. What Forest need is someone who's going to bring the young lads through. That's what Forest need. And Chris Hughton didn't have a plan B. God knows what he was playing at. So hopefully, hey, good to hear, Sam. Good to hear. Hopefully, this is the start of us moving up. I I didn't on the Brett. I didn't on the Love Brewing Imperial Stout, which is the best Imperial Stout on the market. It's 40 quid, but it is worth 40 quid. That Imperial Russian Stout's amazing. But yeah, you could add sugar to it to up the ABV, or Muscovado sugar would be interesting to up the ABV. No, Phil, I've not heard of him, mate. No. Oh, it's a bit of quality, this. It's. I'm going to take my time, sip it, because let's be fair, all the best beers deserve to be sipped. And I'm going to get drunk too quick either. The booze factor is really prevalent in this. The bourbon, touch of hints of whiskey coming through. I understand now what I'm going to say about the charred element as well. There's definitely some of that in. Carlisle lost 4-0. Ouch. I know the egg's disappeared already, hasn't it? It's gone. Whew. Made it 2 days ago, still brewing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you put the hops on towards the end anyway, Dad. I'm sure you do. No, you don't. No, you don't. With St. Peter's, you put the hops on quite early. So whenever you get a chance, just dash the hops on. Wild camping videos on YouTube. Mm. But with every club, with every club, there's the manager that fits that club. Brian Clough fitted Nottingham Forest. I mean, he went to Leeds, went there 40 days, got sacked, came to Forest, and what did he do for Forest? Turned us into the best club in the world. So if that manager, any manager can gel at a certain club. I mean, you look at some of the world's best managers. Craig Mater. Oh, you're out, mate. Oh, on the beer. Fair play. Cheers, matey. Good to hear you on the beer and enjoy your night. Everyone needs a night out, just to get away from the world sometimes. Oh, yes, please, Liam. Yes, please. Yeah, any homebrew. I'm all good for reviewing homebrew. I mean, I've actually got another bottle to review. I've got another one from Red Dog Brewer to review, and I've got some nice nice Imperials. If I don't drink them all first, I need to stop drinking Imperials because they're going down. And oh my god, Jesus Christ! Didn't realise there were that many gaps on my wine cabinet. My wine shelves. I need to stop with some of these beers on the wine shelves. Yeah, cheers, matey. Stunning beer. It's a pity I couldn't got here to. I suppose you'll comment after the fact, but yeah, totally stunning. And yes, John. Yes, hello. Yes. Go on then. Yeah. Dogs in the ass. On the beer. Fair play. I'm actually not going out until now, until the October, the beer festival. So October the 14th. I know it's cast beer week this week, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, do I drag the wife up to the pub and give her a couple of beers after she's done the Robin Hood half marathon tomorrow? I might do that actually. I might pick her up and take her to the pub because I can have 2 beers and still drive. But yeah, I might do that. Yes, Darren. Yeah, yeah. With St. Peter's kits, you can chuck them in. Yeah, now's fine. With St. Peter's kits, you can chuck them in. I don't know. Can you see the bottle? Yeah. Pour a bit more in then. I'm saving some for the wine, and also so I don't get a bollocking. Yeah, I'll save that for the wife. She might drink it. So you're still not getting your taste back, Mark, from COVID. You see, how do you know if you've had COVID or not? I mean, they need to bring out some sort of test that tells you if you've had it, just out of curiosity in some ways. I mean, yes, none of us want it. None of us want to be ill from it. But it'd be interesting, for those who think they've had it, it would be interesting to know. Yeah, I've got to keep on the good side. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of taking it to the pub tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, spending 20 quid on it. I'm good, I am. I'm top class, mate. Yeah. I'm having to put all my money aside for the beer festival because the Friday, the beer festival, you're looking at a ton, aren't you? You're looking at 100 that of the beer festival. By the time you get all your food, buses, although I'm hoping to snag a lift home, but you never know. Yeah, I would, Darren. Yeah. Get that, get it going. And I'm looking to stay there for the whole flipping day. Yeah. Well, the beers at Lincoln Green are only 2 quid each. They've got on cask uh, some beers for 2 quid a pint. It's worth me going down and having a couple of pints. In fact, I might get the son to drop us down there. In fact, if we get the son to drop it to take us, then he can stop as well. He can have a cola. I can have 3 pints. Wife can have couple of glasses of wine to celebrate, then come back home. And that hot tub awaits because the hot tub will be on tomorrow. Bless you, mate. Make sure it's a train that stops at your. Mark, I suffer with anxiety, and I can be at 2 o'clock in the day when I'm really suffering, and I can feel like I'm drunk 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's because of anxiety. Anxiety has a similar effect. I've probably had COVID about 20 times, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Funny how it affects everybody different. So it's a weird. It is weird how you can be affected different. So certainly age. Oh, the aroma. Now, this is a great beer. Are you drunk, Craig? I'm sure you've already posted that. You got your you got your, you got your phone on copy. I'm sure that's what he's just put. He must be clicking it on his pocket somewhere. Vocation deal, 6 new beers in a glass, 20 quid. Oh, bless you. I'll tell you what I've just seen tonight. Um, I've just become friends with Damien from Emperor's Brewery on my Facebook, and in his in it on his friends in his profile, he's just posted that he's got some new beer mats, and there's a link to his Etsy page. So he's got an Etsy page with Emperor's Brewery merch on, and the bloody glass is amazing. Emperor's Brewery glass. I think it's 5 or 6 quid. The t-shirt I think is about 15. And I tell you what, I'm very, very tempted to get it. I don't know how much delivery is. I don't know. So I might get my wife to have a look later. And then when I get some pennies, I might do a bit of an order. So because obviously, whenever you get an Emperor's Brewery beer, you've already got the glass. You pour it into this baby, and it'll fit in well with all my nice glasses that I'm collecting. I need to ditch some of these glasses soon, some of the 50 ones, or some of the glasses I've got 2 or 3 of, especially the ones I've got 3 of. So the vocation deal then is that are they all like sessionable beers? Nothing interesting like on the Imperial side. For 6 for 20 quid and a glass, you're not going to get, and that's including delivery. Jesus Christ, that is good. For you, mate, yes, all day long. Yeah, yeah. It's got your name on it. Well, it's got my name on it, but you know what I mean. Certainly. Yes, I shall put it aside for you for the bit for when you come up. I'm sure our good man Dave will want one as well. But he's with his Russian friend tonight. Hey, I'm always up for a freebie. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm always up for a freebie. That's for sure. So, as the airs get into it, and you know, like a good fine wine, Imperial Stouts are the fine wines of the beer wheel. You know, you've got to let air get to it. You've got to let it breathe. I'm hoping they bring out a Ragged's beer mat. That'd be nice. But yeah, the Emperor's Brewery beer mat as well, stunning. Although I think his two dogs were chewing its bits on the camera, so they obviously didn't think much of their dad beer mats. He's got these two little dogs ripping it to bits. He has posted the photo also on Instagram as well, and possibly on other social media outlets. 20% off the vocation site. Well, move that bottle out of the way. Don't knock it off, do I? Oh, someone's already done it. Thank you. I was gonna. It's 20% off, but not 20 quid then. Oh, this has got some cracking flavour to it. And you know, yeah, there's definitely a tobacco in it. Yeah, tobacco, vanilla, certainly bourbon, certainly a whiskey element. There's a charred element to it. There's some cracking deals at the moment on a lot of these websites. The only downside is it's having the money to get all these. You know, if you're putting your money aside, I could spend 100 quid now on beers, and as we know, Asda are bringing out new beers. Morrison's are going to have an update. Sainsbury's have got a bit of an update going on. Audi have had them new beers in that I ain't got yet. Um, so it's crazy at the moment again. It's all this new stuff. What do you want? Hello, hello. Comes up again. I'm going to grab him and put him in front of the camera. He'll soon bloody run off then. Right, it's coming back. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, get here. No. Come here, big exhibit. Oh dear. Hello. Hello. My name's Charlie, and I'm a dog. Hello. Ooh, nosy sod, aren't you? Hey, look there. It's you and Dad on camera. Hello. Yeah. 15 years old, eh? We love him to bits. There you go. Go on then. Go on then, old man. Piss off then. Go on, go away. But don't shit on the path when I walk out the door. Oh, you have to abandon the deal. Oh, the pumps are just ridiculous, aren't they? Hey. You was at the Sainsbury's today in London, David. The beer shelves were full. Oh, bless you, mate. I can't wait to go back to London. God, you all right, thank you. Yeah, Charlie's not going to sit. That's probably why he's coming. He's smelling that Imperial and he's thinking, I want some of that. Yeah, go away. It was a Bordeaux collie. yeah, I can't wait to go back to Northern Ireland. You know, we're definitely going in the car. Your dog's drank beer. Fair play, mate. There is actually a dog beer, you know. There is. Oh, the deal's already gone. Ah, shoot. That's sad, isn't it? And he's back again. Are you coming for the beer, Charlie? Your dog ate your toenails. There's some things in line. I think they were chewy though. Bit of bone. Wow. So as you can see, I'm being very liberal with this because one, I do not want to get a bollocking, and two, I don't want to get too drunk either. I can feel it hitting me, but luckily not too hard at the moment. I'm not letting Charlie have the beer. Far too posh for him. I will say though that as good as this is, and it is a cracker of a beer, that I've tasted some amazing Imperial Stouts recently. Lumiere that I had the other day was outstanding, and this is in that category. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that obviously um, certain beers, you know, obviously this has got a reputation of being one of the world's best. You look on the, you know, the Untapped and ratings, and it's so interesting when you come across other beers and like small breweries producing some amazing beer. I am too, Mark. Yeah, whenever I see a new beer, and then you look at how much you're spending, and it's like, oh Jesus, this is why I've got so many bloody beers on the wall. The dog lived a long life. Alcoholic. Fair play. Fair play there. See the Tesco's in Londonderry. I've not been to the Sainsbury's to be fair, or I can't remember going to the Sainsbury's. But the Tesco's in Londonderry is not far away from my wife's grandma's old house, and four for £6 on beers and ciders, and it's like you go in and you think, Jesus Christ, I've not had any of these. And I remember last time I was there, I could have spent £200. So the next time we go across to Northern Ireland, hopefully we'll go across for some party or something. Drive across. I know I'm going to pay more, but we're going in car, so it's a bit more luxurious than a bloody aeroplane. And I can't stand aeroplanes at the best of time. You know, car and then ferry across. And I don't even mind going all the way up to Stranraer and maybe doing an excursion into Carlisle on the way up because we passed Carlisle or on the way back and have a night in Carlisle. That might be a thing. And meet a certain beer reviewer at his local brewdog. Now that would be interesting, especially as you're popping by. It's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes you have to pull something in. £21 still there, but it's all sours. Yeah, sours, they are for some people all right. I mean, I had a Neon Raptor sour the other night, which was just bloody amazing and stunning sour. I bought an alcohol ginger beer the other day, wasn't happy. Gizmo a Cypress Poodle drunk most days down the pub. Fair play. Eh? Just goes to show you, doesn't it? Smells like chocolate stout, the hot powder. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, not the hot powder, no, but the stout's amazing. Good to see that you're brewing as well. Good. Vocation beers with a turtle and a space game on it. So for those joining, you may be wondering, what's this bloke doing? Some bloke, he's got a glass of beer in his hand. So I'll just reiterate, this is Bourbon County. It's from Goose Island. And Goose Island, you know, this is probably the original bourbon Imperial Stout. It's called Bourbon County. 14.6%. It is aged in for a year in a variety of barrels, like whiskey barrels, bourbon barrels, and it's a black pour with a mid-tan head on the nose. Oh, being as we're 30 minutes in, geez. 30 minutes in. Donegal. Hey, not far away from Londonderry then. Bourbon. I get bourbon. I get whiskey. I certainly get tobacco. A charred taste. Vanilla. And I also get bloody ABV. 14.6%. It's a bad boy ABV beer. Glass of Coke. Oh wait. Oh, can't fault you going for the beer one, Thomas. Especially when the beers over there are so cheap. 20 quid, yeah. I thought you meant 20 quid. Yeah. Yeah, 20 quid for a beer. Oh, it is pricey, isn't it? Next time I'm in Londonderry, I'll give you a shout because obviously we're not far away. And if we're going to go over, have I tried my barley wine yet? Yes, many times. Have I tried it? Jesus Christ. Will there be some bad boys at the festival? Yes, Liam, without a shadow of a doubt. If I can get her to do a 15-second camera thing, I might see if she'll do it on camera and say to her, look, do you mind? She might not. She might not agree. One day, I hope to get Mrs. Raggy down here doing beer reviews because for Scott and Wanda, Wanda brings a lot to the channel. And also, if anybody watched Chris's beer reviews, his wife, she also can get the flavors of beers. She also brings a lot to his channel, and Chris is a good lad as well. You know, he's obviously got his health issues, fair play, mate. And but he's a cracking bloke, and he knows his beers. But yeah, at the beer festival, there will be 14 percenters. The Key Keg bar. That's where you find them, and the Nano Brewery bar. That's where the big buggers will be. Yeah, the other day, that Guinness thing on the other day, within a few hours, it had gone from about 50 to 7,500 views in a few hours. I mean, I passed 2,000 earlier in the week, and now I'm edging towards 2030. So next stop 3,000. Eh? Well, you might as well. Eh? You know, you've got your set a target. And now I'm looking at all the other beer reviewers who have got more than me, and I'm thinking to myself, now it's become a game, you know, to catch up with them and at least say, hey, we've got the same amount. And although that sounds ridiculous, I suppose, but yeah, it'd be nice, you know, the more the better, you know. People get my brand of beer reviewing, aka something else. And obviously, by no means nowhere near the best, but I'm different. I'll put it that way. Yeah, the Imperial Cream Stout, mate, is amazing. And on the day of the beer festival, for those that make it to the beer room before we go to the beer festival, I'm going to do some beer reviews from the beer room. I think Liam might be up for that. Dave is probably, I think Dave's coming down here. I'm not sure who else is coming here because some people, Yeah, I need to get it cleaned. Yeah, it's a shithole at the moment. Got fucking kids' toys over there. Yeah, I need to get my settee back. My settee's full of shite at the moment, and but it will be clean. Yes, I'll give it a good clean. I'll even mop the floor. Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe I might even put a barrel of San Miguel on. You know, then again, probably not. Not if you're drinking Imperials as well. Not worth the hassle. No. And that reminds me, if you get a lift in, Liam, we'll have a discussion. If you get a lift to Nottingham to my house, your wife can take something back with her that will go nicely in your shed. And you probably know where I'm getting. Yeah, got to do a beer review, haven't we? Yeah, that'll be the soberest beer review of the day. Everything else after that is going to be slightly more pissy off. And yeah, it should be laughing. It'll be a right laugh. Right, if that's the case, then I've got something for you. Yep. And we discussed it the other week. Good evening, mate. How are you? And Mark, the chocolate beers come out beautiful. Yeah, too beautiful. I've been having the odd sample, and that's the honey porter, that is. But yeah, it's sitting there waiting for me. It says, Billy, drink me before you go to bed. I'll help you sleep, and it does. Yeah, the um, yeah, it's turned out lovely, and it's an interesting. You know, you don't have to buy the grain kits. Yeah, maybe Sam. I like to be where I am. I mean, recently I've started doing pub reviews only because I want people to see what Nottingham's about. But generally, I stick to what I am. I can't do any more. I can't afford to anyway. So it's beer reviews, a bit of chat, and you have an Indian. Oh, fair play with you. Yeah, I don't do spicy stuff. Chili and a ginger beer is about as far as spices as I want to go. Yeah, although it was nice. I had a chili and ginger beer earlier, and I don't think it showed up on the channel. I posted it, but it was near the 20-minute mark. I was rabbiting, as you do. I do rabbit, and yeah, but it's a good review. It is, and I went into tangent mode as you do. I'm thinking of doing, talking about directions, just as a slight off direction, but still much um, raggy orientated. Tales from the Arboretum. I've been thinking about doing that, like Tales from the Arboretum, especially some of the stories that I've obviously said on beer reviews many times, but the general population would never heard of. And some of them, like the bloke who ate that pork, the belly, and he thought it was from the butchers. Someone was chopped up and in the graveyard, and it does make you wonder, if I ought to put it. Then again, would the police come round and say, "Look, we'd like to verify what you've said," and although it's all true, but yeah. So 39 minutes in, Kingfisher. Fair play, Dave. Yeah, I think the channels. Before, obviously, I realised that people were actually watching me, and and doing lives and all that business, obviously the beer reviews were part of me to review the beer, because obviously, but it was also a chance to have a sneaky beer down the shed. You know, don't get me wrong, it was always also the sneaky effort. But yeah, there was a lot of heart and soul. I mean, a year or so ago, you know, before I got this new job, that year when I was in a very bad place, oh, Unstanton Lighthouse picture behind you. Ah, there. Yes. I'm glad you're seeing it. I have actually got all of your pictures around the shed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, fair play, mate. Fair play. That's the camera angle tonight, you see. So, yeah, there you go. And there you go. Just see it now. I would show you the rest of the shed, but it's swuffy. Yeah, the world's a strange place with sales and YouTube and all that sort of thing. It's you know, sometimes it is strange what sells and what doesn't, what goes viral. I like doing lives. Yeah. And lives when I'm sober as well. Yeah, or half sober at least. I'm actually doing well tonight. To say this is the beer it is, I thought it would wallop me slightly more, but no, I'm doing well. Till I woke up the arse pissed up. Beer Mats Brewing Matrix. Liam, they do some amazing beers, mate. And they're a nice company as well. They really are. You know, it's worth getting a mixed box from them, especially if you're popping by that area. Have a good one, Dave. And thanks for joining, mate. And we'll see you at the Robin Hood Beer Festival soon, or at the Raggy's Ass. And there may be a chance for us to see earlier as well on the Thursday night. I know you're up here from Wednesday. But anyway, enjoy your dinner, mate. Have a good. So I think we'll knock off at 45 minutes. Loads of beers in a box on Pint 365. What's Pint 365? Norwich. I've actually been there once. I went to a wedding there. Can't remember much about the wedding. I think I was pissed. You're getting the pint or two for Christmas. Oh, bless you, mate. Good evening again, Thomas. How are you? So, for those who are watching towards the end, and this is Goose Island's Bourbon County. This is a £20 a bottle beer. It's not a cheap beer. It is one of the. It is possible, from what I read. It's the beer pumps pints 365. Right, yeah, that's interesting. Try and remember that later. Try. Although I've had a drink, so I don't remember bugger all. One of the original, if not the original, bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout. So aged in different um, barrels, whiskey barrels, bourbon barrels, to give it the complexities. You see black, you'll see a tan head, mid tan for me. On the nose, you'll get vanilla. The bourbon, the ABV wallops. It's 14.6%. It is going to wallop you. You know, make no mistake about it. On the taste, vanilla, tobacco, a charred, the bourbon whiskey. The complexities here that are outstanding. The Raggy's Gold Nails sold out. No way! Can't have done. 1,500 bottles. Shit. Oh, oh no. I'm gonna message him. I mean, I did actually buy 60 bottles. 64 bottles I bought, but there was still 1,436 when I left. Around about that anyway. Jesus. There's a good chance then, if that's sold out, they'll do a rebrew. I'm gonna go on. I'll go on the website in a bit and have a nosy. Thanks for telling me, mate. I'm really curious now, and that's really interesting. Bloody hell! I mean, for any company like Lincoln Green being a micro brewery with 5 pubs, for them to sell out of that, and it's only been out a week or two. That is really, really, really interesting. So you're going over to Ebden Bridge later this year, Slurpee? Ebden Bridge, Yorkshire, is that? Out of curiosity. I'd like some of the bushes as well, just to review, to be honest. But yeah, a meetup. Could you imagine a meetup in Yorkshire? Take the partners along so they don't get offended. But a meetup, like the beer festival meetup. Oh my god! Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine Maggie's Beers in Morrison? That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ! It's one thing to have it on in the brewery, but to have it on in the supermarket would be unbelievable. Vocation, yes, I thought it was. Did ring a bell. We'll have to do a meetup, at Ebden Bridge. Yorkshire's not far away from Nottingham. It's only 2 hours by car. And to have a meetup with a load of us, that would be summer. Yeah, I'd take the wife and get my kids to babysit the young one, and get a hotel up there and do some pub crawls around that area. It's got to happen, hasn't it? There's got to be more meetups, because this is Vocation makes flipping fantastic beers. Yeah, yeah, I'd be up for that. Yeah, the Slurpee meetup in Ebden Bridge. Yeah, that'd be outstanding. So, oh, there's a bit. I'll have a bit more. It looks like we was finishing at 45, but oh well, we're going for 50 now. Okay. I hope so, Mark. Do when when I got to 40 years old, and I think this is what set a lot of my anxiety off. You get to 40, you think, shit, 40 years old, what's that about? And started to panic about, dying for one. And now I'm 50. It's like, you know, for every year you're here, you've got to embrace that, and think to yourself, I'm lucky I'm here. Let's keep celebrating. Oh, that's me all over. That is Slurpee. Traditional, craft, and whatever's in between. Um, we're gonna have to get a date set up. Get a date set up. Put the money aside for it. A few £100. Get a hotel up there. I'll drag Mrs. Raggy along. It is, mate. It's as complex as you can believe. It's absolutely lovely. 49 minutes. Jesus. Yeah, you can watch boxing, mate. I'm not doing any more reviews. I'm steaming after this. Although I'm not. I'm doing really well, actually. I can feel I've had it, but I'm not steaming. Yeah, the Goose Island. It's complex. Yeah. If What I would say is, if you see, if you Google Bang the Elephant and Lumiere is their Imperial Stout. If you see that in any shops, um, get it, because that is absolutely unbelievable. Your third large whiskey. Fair play, Thomas. My sort of man. Yay. I've had to ban myself from whiskey at the moment for reasons. Thankfully, I've not banned myself from doing Imperial Stout. Now, that would be a terrible shame. Terrible shame. So, because I really need to knock this off so people can actually go and watch the boxing. But yeah, definitely a meetup in Ebden Bridge. You know, a beer review community meetup. That would be something. Not far away from Hopsine as well. He's in that area. Adam Mersey Beers isn't far away. Bourbon Beers is not far away. And oh, Bang the Elephants are great, mate. Yeah, they're great. And always helps to say that I'm on Raggy's Beer Channel, and you never know what if they give you something for free. You never know. You never know. They're good lads, cracking lads. No, mate, I'm the lives are coming back with, but not as much as they were, but certainly more often than they certainly have been. Yeah, they've been a bit, you know, mean, too random at times. I will try and once I think once October's out of the way in the beer fest. Yeah, you've got to, haven't you? Yeah, yeah. Raggy says your beers are fantastic. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, name dropping's brilliant. So, Blackpool, mid-tan head, massive booziness, bourbon, whiskey, vanilla, tobacco, a charred element. This is one of the finest Imperial Stouts you'll come across. 14.6%. Funnily enough, 24-hour beer review. Oh, no. I'll be steaming after about 2 or 3. Fantastic beer. And even 50 minutes in, still tastes absolutely amazing. Like a fine wine, you sip this beer. So, would I drink this again? Hell yes. Always the question. Out of 5. Oh, did you? Did they say it? What did they say to you? You didn't get out. Oh, that's a shame. Little John's is cracking pub there. Robin Hood and Little John. Out of 5. Now, here's the thing. Out of 5, whilst there is a very, very good Imperial Stout, I have had some amazing Imperial Stouts recently. I had one the other day, which was amazing. This is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I had one the other day that is better than this. Rod, good evening, matey. How are you? And this is from your area of the world. Have you drank this before? Out of curiosity, I'll stay on a bit longer. But yeah, as I was saying, I drank one from a local brewery the other day, a local craft brewery on the Nottinghamshire border, and the complexities were out of this world. It was a stunning Imperial Stout. This is a stunning Imperial Stout, but I know I've tasted better. What does that show you? What it shows you is there are breweries out there in the world producing some absolutely, you've had a few of them. Oh, bless you. There are breweries in the world producing some amazing beers, and they're on your doorstep. They could be round the corner. Yeah, it is a great Imperial. I will say that. But what I had from a local brewery the other day beats this. I had one from Vocation last year and another from Lervig. There was a 16.9. 16.9. And it, you know, this is a stunner. It is. And I'm taking that much is going into the house with the wife. and she'll have a sip, and then she'll probably turn her nose up at it, and then I can have the rest. And she'll be happy to know that I'm not overly pissed, which is always a good thing, isn't it? You know, let's be fair, as beer reviewers and as beer drinkers, getting drunk and upsetting the other half is never a good idea. Yeah, I know. I've done it more times than a little. It is. It is. It's stunning, and I'm really starting to feel it now as well. So, oh, out of 5, what the hell do you give the score? Considerate, yes. Tactical, also. I'm not daft. There's always a game to be played, and I'm playing that game. Unless she's watching this now, then I'll go up the house and get a bollocked because she's watching it thinking, I know what you've done. Good evening, David, mate. How are you? So, out of 5, oh, um, I would give this a good 4.68 out of 5. Yeah, just slightly below this score I gave the other day. The problem with scores are, with any score out of 5 or out of 10, it's very hard because you would need the beer that you gave the higher rating to in front of you to put that beer against it. But it's still an absolutely top class beer. It's jumped straight into the top 10 beers. So that tells you something. Yes, dog, I'm coming. So Charlie down here, he's walking in and out the beer room because he wants me to go up the house. Yeah, that's dogs for you. So thank you everyone for popping in tonight. And this is what makes lives brilliant. You know, interaction's fantastic. And you know, with my lives, I try to be as fast as I can. I don't like leaving people in the lurch. You know, if you comment, 20 minutes later someone replies, it's like, oh God, why did I bother? And I know it's difficult when if you've got 300 people on, not that I'll ever have that obviously, but in any case, you know, being as quick as you can makes for a better community, I think, in the long run. And yeah, the beer festival is going to be amazing. We are going to have a laugh because I know Dave's got a good sense of humour. I know you've got a good sense of humour, Liam, and I've got a flipping good sense of humour, especially when I've had a few beers. Yeah, and thank God there's people around me to rein me in. Say, oi, you pissed up, you twat. Calm it down. And I'm always good for that as well, because sometimes you need somebody to just say, hey, whoa, calm down, you. Anyway, thank you all for tonight. Got to go back up the house, see what the wife thinks of it. And yeah, that was an amazing bit. And the biggest thanks of the night goes to Craig, Kent Beer Reviews. That was an amazing gift, mate. £20 bottle of beer. You are one generous chap. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. And have a great evening, everyone. And let's hope Joshua wins. So, cheers, everyone. And thank you all for popping in. Right, bollocking time. Maybe. Cheers.